Yeah, I love the way this game looks. I'm still gonna do like a simple 1cc for the most part. I'm not gonna focus too much on scoring because scoring in this game is heavily reliant on survival. Like losing a life is already a million points just gone. Assuming you didn't, it's also gonna cost you more because of power-ups. But I do want to at least show you like how meddling in this game works and just some other scoring tricks. Besides, that's just gonna be a simple laid-back 1cc with a pretty. Well, this game is pretty well known, but I don't see many people playing it, so I thought it was my duty to show this game. The main way of getting score in this game, besides just surviving, is picking up medals at the right time, which you can uncover from boxes like this. They can have like power-ups or medals inside them. I wanted to kill the boat on the right there. Okay, he still died. Oh, timer. Just imagine there's 30 more seconds to it. Shit, I'm sorry. I literally said before the run start I'm not gonna forget about the timer, and I still did. So sorry. I mean, I probably won't go overestimate regards to what happens. 30 minutes is a really long time. And I don't think I'm even allowed to reset, so they'll be fine for sure. It's also not going to be any boss milking, so that helps a lot. Coming up to the first boss, you'll probably have noticed the first stage was pretty easy. Oh, this animation's really cool, but the boss also, if you kill him like this, he can't really do much. This is his only like hard attack. And besides that, you can just like sit on top of him. Okay, never mind. I'm just gonna keep playing. I've actually never been hit by that laser. It's fine. I'm sure it'll be fine. Timer's at least going, I can see that. But yeah. Oh, does this mean I'm gonna be underpowered for the first couple of guys? It's an issue. But honestly, it's really good I lost the life this early, because losing it later would have been a much bigger issue. And this actually does increase rank just a bit. Also, enemy HP, this game's really nice in this regard. Enemy HP is based on what power level you are. So even though I'm like way below the level they expect you to be, enemies will still die fairly quickly. It's one of the really nice things about this game. Recovery is generally not that hard. There's a few spots where it is, but definitely not on stage 2. I hope my keyboard's not too loud. I tried to do some audio bouncing. Just tell me if it is, I'll fix it immediately. I wonder if the quick boss on this mid boss is gonna work. Usually I just do it like that. Yeah, it's fine. Already back up to full power, which is good. I'm also gonna have. Oh, I didn't even mention this. I'm using missiles. There's 4 different weapons in the game. I'm gonna be using missiles the most because it's pretty much still like a habit from when I started playing this game a few months back. This is definitely the survival-oriented weapon if you want to go for 1cc. But I am gonna switch it up later because there's definitely moments where the other weapons are more beneficial. And these blue copters you see here, those bombers, I think they're called. They hold these items, which well, are just bombs as you know them, and then you shoot them up. There's the green ones and the blue ones. The blue ones, I might have to show during this boss, depending on how this goes. So it's like a big black hole in front of you that deletes all bullets and deals a lot of damage, and green is a screen clearing bomb, but deals significantly less damage. Oh, this is bad. I didn't want to kill him this early, or split him going into this next phase. But it will be fine. Yeah, it'll be fine. Also, this background's so cool, look at this.
Congratulations on completing stage 2.
Got all the highest value medals, which is pretty good. Kind of out of position for this, but it's fine. You have to be careful during this mid-boss. His normal attacks are pretty easy, but there's going to be enemies coming in from the sides, those ones. And those can be nasty, because like little planes and popcorn enemies have can shoot at you from really weird angles. So those are actually the biggest threat in the game, if you ask me. You want to kill those as soon as possible. Okay, coming up, there's going to be 4 planes that come out from the background. There's a really easy way of doing it, and it's setting up your missiles to be in line of when they show up. Missiles are, they all just like come out in a patch, and a new wave will spawn as soon as all the older ones are like off screen. So sitting close to enemies will actually deal more damage in total if you are feeling risky. Be a bit careful here. Oh, you can only hold 5 bombs. If I pick up another one, you'll see it just gives me 10,000 points, which is nice, and definitely helps you optimize your score in this game. Still just gonna switch to missiles for the time being. I'll switch up next stage. That's when we'll see laser for the first time. Also a really good weapon. Here I just like park myself over their tanks so they can shoot me. That part can go a lot differently depending on how you approach it. This is the first time you're gonna see this bomb. This boss is mid-boss is pretty hard, so I just don't do it. Goodbye. Ooh, that's one. Yeah. I know where all the medals are. They're always in the same place. So if you see me stop for something, that's probably because I'm waiting for a good moment to uncover the medals. In case you ever see me like just sit still or something, that's why probably. Doesn't matter which bomb you pick up here. You're not gonna need it for this boss, and I'll show you why. As soon as it starts. Because we're already at the 3rd boss. Probably the easiest in the game, if you ask me. Because he has a nice safe spot that we can abuse. Well, after we kill like the 3rd that's right now in the middle of him. As soon as this part's destroyed, we can just sit where it was. And that's it, that's the whole fight. I have to make sure. Okay. Also, he will, after that attack, do another attack that will hit you if you stay there. So I was kind of preempting it and moving down, but he didn't get enough time to do it. Yo, 50 here. That's actually really good. I almost never get that. Safe spot. That first guy will always miss. Stage 4 is definitely where the game picks up in difficulty. This is a lot harder than Stage 4. Not right now yet, but you'll see. This stage introduces the turrets. Well, it doesn't introduce them, but it's filled with them, and they take a lot of hits. This is probably also at the point in the game where enemies started having notably more health, which only gets worse the further we go on. Yeah, okay, that's exactly what I wanted. I needed the laser here. It makes doing this part, getting the medals correctly here is a lot easier with this weapon, because all those crates would just be exposed immediately if I used missiles here. Now I can just do this and get all of them at 2000. But I'm gonna switch back immediately. That's the only part I need it for. We're gonna see more of missile though in this missile. We're gonna see more of laser later this stage. Good. I might need to bomb for what's coming up here, right here. This part's pretty tough. Or maybe not. I got kind of lucky there. I got a really good cycle for all of these enemies. Okay, somewhere here I'm gonna need to switch to laser because we're gonna need it for the upcoming part. Just gonna pick it up here. That's decent. This part's pretty scary. Those things that come out from the top, those will go all the way down the screen and try to hit you. You definitely need to have a good route here. Oh, I actually messed this up really bad. Luckily it didn't matter. Okay, so this boss. Those turrets on the front cannot aim at all. Like, look at where they're shooting. It's way off from where I am. And this can actually sometimes kill me by surprise, so do this a bit carefully. But we got through. Also, this part is completely static. Like, those bullets are always aimed at you in a really weird way, but it's always the same, so you can just learn it. This is the real hard part, this part. Lots of moving parts, the boss is going to move in random directions. And I use a plant bomb here for this. Like, when it gets up close like that, it's not something I want to risk. No, I bombed in time, shit. Could have sworn I bombed. Okay, this is... it's not the worst. I'm not gonna get any more lives than this, so I have one extend after this, and that's gonna be it, so... It's unfortunate, I got cornered. But, I think this will still be fine. Maybe not. We'll see. Oh, also, rank in this game is entirely dependent on how long you've been alive for. So, me dying there does mean that the bullets now go a lot slower than they otherwise would be. So that's really nice of them to make it designed like that. I'm actually going to be using laser for most of this stage. I'm going to switch to Gatling fire later, which is one we haven't seen yet. Well, actually we did see it. It's the starting weapon, but you probably forgot about it already. I only use it for 30 seconds in the beginning of the run, before immediately switching to missiles. He's not dead yet. Feels a bit weird to not be at the expected power level. what I'm used to having by this point. I need to switch to red here. Okay. That was really important. I was waiting for a good opportunity. And it almost didn't work out. These things are actually the mid boss, but I'm killing them instantly because with this weapon. It's really nice. Yeah, I still think I can once you see this, even with those two really bad deaths earlier. I'm not gonna risk this. This part's really tough to do consistently. You'll definitely notice now that I'm full power again, enemies will start having a much more HP. Missiles didn't track the right enemy, so I had to bomb there. Unfortunate. Okay, so this boss, I found a really cool strat to kill, but it doesn't always work, so we'll see how it goes. His movement is random. If he goes to the far left, okay, never mind, we're fine. If he just kept walking to the left, I would have had to improvise. But he didn't. So these arms actually do a really devastating attack that you didn't even get to see. I'm not trusting that. Oh yeah, that's why I'm trying to kill the arms first. Those were decent bombs, but it doesn't mean that I'm no low on resources. Nothing unmanageable, but now the next stage is definitely going to be a lot closer than I would like it to be.
Congratulations on completing stage 5.
I think I got another perfect here. I don't think I missed a medal. Yeah, okay. You need to grab all the medals in a stage to get the perfect bonus, which is really huge. It's 100,000 points. So even picking up medals at a low value is still significantly better than not grabbing it at all, because it can cost you 100,000 points. So that's also why I'm kind of just picking them up here. It's still better for score to just pick them up at bad values compared to just not picking up them at all. Like I said. Oh my god. Got cornered again. Ah. Got a pretty tricky section coming up. These tanks here. Well, not these small ones, but these guys here. They'll come up in large groups and they're tanky. And it looks like their shots are aimed away at you, but believe me, you cannot just stand still here and win, like in Strikers 9045-2. You need to be on the move. Those things cannot aim whatsoever. Got them all at the 10 value, that's bad. Stage 6 is like my favorite part of the game. It's so hectic, there's so much going on. It's actually hard to get the medals at a good value, which is really easy on most stages, so this is definitely like the high part for me. There's only one thing I don't like, but it's gonna be at the end of the stage. I'll talk about it once we get there. Okay, this item right here, that's the last item you're gonna get in the entire run, so know which weapon you're gonna want to be using, because right now I cannot switch anymore. This is what I'm gonna have to fight the final boss with. I noticed there were two still tanks on the right that were alive. Oh, I want this one. Almost just did it really bad. Okay, and this is on a really good cycle. Okay, that was pretty much perfect. 3 bombs. It's not enough. This is also the last bomb in the game. Coming right up is a really tricky section. There's gonna be a boat on the left. That's not the hard part. There's gonna be like these houses. I don't know what you would refer to those things on the right, and they have 1,000,000 HP. I'm just gonna bomb this, so I don't have to worry about the boat. If you kill the center part, all parts just get destroyed. This part's also a bit tricky with these boats here, but we get through. Just stand still for these guys, and they'll usually not hit you. I think they've just hit me randomly at one point, and now I'm kind of always afraid of them. Also, you notice... oh, what? I wasn't moving. Okay, I just lost the run. Wow. I didn't expect it to end like that. I'll still play it out because we're about to get to the hypest part of the run. I didn't even notice what hit me there. I thought I was still moving. Maybe I let go for a second. But coming up, this is like one of my favorite final bosses in any game. Just look at how cool it is. And you need to kill... well, you don't need to kill the 8 cores, but you definitely want to do it because they're worth 50,000 points each. The cores in the middle switch between attacks, so you can tell by the color which ones they're going to do. And the head in the middle just shoots a constant stray of bullets. And that's actually the hardest part in my opinion, the head in the middle. It's a pretty... constricting attack. Please just move. Okay. This is definitely not as hard as it could be. Rank is fairly low right now, if not minimal. Okay, let's hope this safe spot works. Oh, I think it might not. Depending on how he moves, you can kind of tell if it's gonna work or not. Oh, this boss is so hard if you try to do it normally. And this last part might actually just be impossible. Just watch what his attacks look like. I am not sure that's dodgeable. I could still die. Yeah, okay. I had no bombs left, so I kind of had to just hope for the best. That's not dodgeable. Oh, no 1cc, but I still really enjoyed this, and I'm glad I could show this game. More people need to play it, honestly. Yeah, this was made by a few Extoplan employees. There's a bit of history to this. After the fallout of Toplan, some went to Takumi Cave. A few formed Gazelle, and this is their only shmup. They also made the Sailor Moon beat 'em up that I'm sure most of you are familiar with.